Hi everybody, welcome back to This Week in Magic Online Finance. I'm your host Chaz Andres, and let's get started with the news. And this week, there really isn't all that much going on. Standard is really skill testing and interesting, but it's also kind of set. There's some innovation going on, but it's more at the edges of established decks rather than entire new archetypes springing to life and changing things around. Now, there is something really cool coming up. For about a week starting on Wednesday, you're going to be able to draft one of my favorite ever sets on Magic Online, Triple Ravnica. If you haven't played that yet, give it a shot. Now, we haven't seen as many flashback draft formats this year as we did last year, but it's worth remembering that these do bring the price down on chase singles, at least temporarily. Now, there isn't a ton of value in Ravnica City of Guilds, but Dark Confidant is there, Court of Calling is there, Life from the Loam is there, and 4 of the 10 Shocklands. If you're looking to pick up any of these cards, I'd say next weekend is probably the ideal time to buy in. Let's move on to gaining ground and talk about the standard card that gained the most value this week. And if you've been paying attention to the news out of GP Denver, it shouldn't be much of a surprise that our card this week is the Scarab God, which jumped a full 7 tickets from 6 up to 13. Now, if you paid attention to the feed at all, Scarab God looked pretty good on camera on day 1, especially on a new 4-color version of Teamer Energy that splashes black just for the Scarab God. I'm recording this before the top 8 goes up, but if the Scarab God shows up in a couple of decks, this should easily be a 20-ticket card by Monday morning. Now, in Modern, the picture's a little less clear. Our biggest gainer of the week was actually Chameleon Colossus, which gained another 3 tickets, but we've talked a lot about Chameleon Colossus already in this video series. The other big gainer was Karn Liberated, but again, it's a 3-ticket gain. For a 40-ticket card like Karn, that's just not that big a deal. It's just general market fluctuation. I'm more interested in a slightly slower gainer, Through the Breach. Now, Through the Breach is up about 5 tickets, but that's not over the past week, that's been since early July. And the thing I like about Through the Breach is it's only up from 9 tickets to about 14. That's pretty low for a card that's only been reprinted in Invocation form, and does see play in really interesting and good Modern decks that can spike a tournament now and again. It's been as high as 30 in recent memory, and I could easily see it ending back over that 20-ticket mark with just one good finish. I really like it as a buy, even at 14. The biggest loser in Standard this week was Kozilek's Return, and it took a tumble. It lost half its value, dropping 8 tickets from 16 down to 8. Now, Kozilek's Return saw most of its play in Red-Green Ramp, a deck that's kind of lost a little bit of luster in Standard in recent days. It also saw some play in Blue-Red Control, another deck that's a little bit on the outs right now, and that deck is also running Sweltering Suns mostly in that main deck mass removal slot. I actually like Kozilek's Return as a long-term buy because it does see some play in Modern, but it's got a lot farther it can go before rotation, which is rapidly approaching. If you've got these kicking around in your collection, you should get rid of them now. Now, our biggest loser in Modern is a bit of a mystery. The card in question is Celestial Colonnade. And Celestial Colonnade dropped 7 tickets from 30 down to 23 in about a 48-hour period. That's a significant drop for a really key Modern card. Now, I know that I'm the expert, I'm supposed to know everything, but I like to be honest with people when I don't have an answer. And I don't have an answer about this. I did some research, I talked to some friends, I could not figure out why this drop happened. Now, if you know the answer, please let us all know in the comments. It's probably something really obvious that I skipped over 9 or 10 different times, and we can all have a good laugh about it. But if there is no good reason why Celestial Colonnade dropped, it might be time to buy. The card has actually performed pretty decently recently, and the paper price has started to tick up, not down. So this might be a good opportunity to get a playset of a really good Modern staple. Today's Sneak of the Week is a card you may not have actually heard of. It's a common from Commander 2016, so online it was only distributed in treasure chests. It's called Ash Barrens, and it's actually a Pauper staple. It sees play in Is It Delver, as well as in the Inside Out combo deck. And because of that, it's gone up from 2 tickets in late July to almost 7 tickets now. And because it's a card that isn't likely to see print again anytime soon, I expect the price to keep rising. Now, it's time once again to look at the hot list. Remember, these are cards that MTGO Traders is paying a little bit extra for, generally because demand is high. You can find the hot list yourself at mtgotraders.com/hotlist or on Magic Online at hotlistbot and hotlistbot2. This week, I thought it would be fun to count down the top 8 most expensive cards on the hot list right now. And at number 8, we have Ensnaring Bridge, a cool 35 tickets. Number 7, Misdirection, which is almost 40 tickets. At number 6, we have Force of Will being bought for 42 tickets. Number 5 is a standard card, Chandra Torch of Defiance, 43 tickets. Number 4, another legacy staple, Wasteland, 45 tickets. Number 3, Mox Diamond, 48 tickets. Number 2, one of Modern's best cards, Liliana of the Veil, 64 tickets. And drumroll, the most expensive card on the hot list, Rishidan Port, clocking in at a whopping 137 tickets. That's all I got for you this week. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel for a ton of other really cool Magic content. Otherwise, enjoy the eclipse if you can see that, and I'll see you next Monday.